The next thing that we're going to start is going to be 3D shapes. Now for 3D shapes, you want to know two things. One thing is the volume. Second thing is your surface area of 3D shapes. So the first shape we're going to have is going to be a cube. That's going to be a square. Then you just make another square on top of it, so like on the side here. And then just join the side of this side with this side with this, and this. Now the formula for its volume is going to be length times length times length, or L cube. So this is your length 1, this is your length 2, and this is your length height. So this is your length, your width, and your height, but combined you're going to say all three sides combined. Next we're going to find out the surface area. Now to find out the surface area of a cube, let's first find out the surface area for a square. Surface area for a square, and we're going to tell you why. It's going to be length times length. Okay, the surface area of a square is length times length, so it's going to be L squared. Now how many squares do I have in a cube? I have one on the front, one on the back, one on the side, one on the right side. That's 4. One on the top, one on the bottom. So I have 6 squares. So surface area for a cube is going to be what? Square area times 6. Okay, so L squared times 6, that's going to give you 6L squared. Second shape we have is a cuboid, and a cuboid is very similar to a cube. You could say it's two rectangles. You first make this one, then this one, and then just join the lines in the middle. Now for the volume of this is going to be length times width times height. This is your length, that's your width on the side over here, and this is your height. Now that's for the volume. For the surface area, it's going to be, you're going to have first, let's say if we take the first rectangle over here, what's the area? You're going to have the length times this side, that is the width. So it's going to be length times height in this case, okay, for the first triangle. That's going to be 2 times. Why? We have one on the front and one on the back. Okay. Second, we're going to have this side, that's going to be the width times the height. Okay, so width times the height, that's going to be times 2. Then the last one, what do we have left? We have this bottom side and we have this top side. That's going to be our length times width times 2, because we have one on the bottom and one on the top. That is our formula. Now let's see a question. Someone says if you have an open cuboid container, then what is the total surface area? Now what do they mean by an open cuboid container? An open cuboid container will basically mean that the top is missing. So you only have the 2 sides on the front and back, on the sides, and the bottom. So that's going to mean open cuboid container means that the top is missing. So basically if you have an open cuboid container, the top is missing, so we just calculate the area, the total surface area, without the top side. Now for example, let's say this was 6, this was 2, and the width was 4, and they said this was an open cuboid container. What would you do? What you would do is, first we'll calculate the same, this is the formula. So you're going to have first 2 times length times height. What is that? The front side. Okay, that makes sense. 2 times 6 times 2 plus, next is width times height, this one, the side. That's going to be 2 times 4 times 2 plus, last is length times width. This is the bottom side. We're only going to take this once, not twice. So we're going to have 6. We're just going to keep it in the brackets. That's going to be 6 times 4. Simplify it, you get 2 into 12 plus 2 into 8 plus 24. This becomes 24 plus 16 plus 24. In total, this will give you 40 plus 24 and then equal to 64. That is your answer. And that is going to be it. I'm going to leave the link to the notes in the description so you can access them there. And you're also going to have the previous notes from the previous sessions. So I'm also constantly updating this with every video. So the notes are constantly being updated. And if anyone wants to book a free call with me to discuss your issues, I'm going to leave my number in the description as well, so you can contact me there and let's discuss your issues and find out where do you lack and how to solve them, how to solve the issues.